Hey y'all, out here with my buddy Shannon Harper today, and he's got a little '77 Ford Bronco, and these are cool little off-road vehicles. This is back when they used to make them. Truly, they were off-road vehicles, but I know there's a lot of people out there like them, and I thought y'all would enjoy me bringing this to you. So let me run Shannon down. I'll get him to tell us a little bit about it. Shannon, how you doing, brother?
Good, Scotty. How are you?
Not too bad. Tell me a little bit about this four-wheeler you got here.
Not much of a four-wheeler, really. More of a UT game day cruiser. A buddy of mine called me, and I know he had this Bronco. He bought it off eBay from a guy in Memphis who'd done all the orange and white stuff to it, and I knew he'd had it, and it was just kind of a cult classic among all our buddies.
They are, yeah.
And he called me. He said, "Shannon, you're a car guy. You know what do you think this Bronco is worth?" And I said, "Well, I'll be over there." 5 minutes later, I bought it from him.
All right.
Wrote him a check for the truck.
Cool.
But we have a gentleman's agreement. If I ever decide to get rid of it, I have to give him first right of refusal.
Right.
The guy in Memphis had gone a little bit overboard on the orange and white.
Right.
You know, he had painted the chrome headlight bezels. You know, this was all white. The Ford was painted white.
Oh wow.
I mean, it might have even been hand painted orange. I can't remember now. You know, it had J.C. Whitney mirrors on it. It had a lot of real unoriginal stuff that I didn't like.
Right.
But one of the things I really like is it's one of the few Broncos that's been uncut.
Right.
So it's got the natural, the original fender wells.
Sure. So you like to cut those out and put lift kits and bigger tires and all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff on them. Yeah, I gotcha.
Which, you know, if it's done like that, that's cool.
Yeah, right.
But
Well, there's just not a ton of these running around anymore.
No.
You know, and yeah, to see one that's in original shape, I don't know if you could have got orange and white, but I guess you could have got a two-tone paint job back then.
I think I've seen, I think orange was one of the original paints back in the day.
Right.
Not the orange and white, though. Especially not the orange and white vinyl seats.
Yeah, I don't think you get those from Ford.
No.
Now that 302 on the front fender, that was the way it was?
Yeah, I restored all the emblems to the original. 302 back on there. So I need to replace that right there. You look on the inside. Take a look at Ford right here.
Right.
A lot of little touches on the interior. One of the unique touches. It's not factory or the Porsche cup holders.
Yeah.
Out of a Boxster.
Right,
Top
right.
out of the dash. So
Well, that's got to double the value for sure.
oh yeah, right there.
How many miles is on it? You know, is that right?
About 88,000.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow. How many owners has it had?
Yeah, I have no idea.
I gotcha.
Probably quite a few.
Okay.
I don't ever put the hard top on it because if it's
Yeah, this is
crappy
just
outside, I
right.
don't want to take this thing out anyway.
Right. So this is just your game day cruiser.
Game day cruiser. I mean, it's great to get the dogs out.
Something you don't have to worry about, but yeah, it draws some attention.
And shockingly enough,
Yeah.
this thing starts. I mean, when I just started a minute ago, it's the first time I started in a month.
Wow.
And it starts like, I mean, it's just so.
Starts right out.
Yeah. Need to put the seat backs back on there. I've been slacking.
I gotcha. No, man, that's cool. I think they did. I think it was tastefully done.
Yeah.
For a game day cruiser. I think that's very cool. Let's look under the hood. Can we? It's not show quality, but I'd like to see a 77 302.
Yeah.
See what that was like. Wow. Look at that intake.
I had
Look at that air filter.
from Bronco Graveyard, the valve cover gas. Got the Bronco Graveyard. We did a tune-up on it a couple years ago. New disc brakes, new rotors, new calipers, the whole deal up there.
Right.
It still stops like you're driving a 6-ton bus. I mean, it's the
Right.
slowest.
Does it have
Slowest
disc
stopping
brakes
truck.
or has it got drum brakes on it?
It's got discs up front.
Yeah.
Drum in the back. Towards 77, in the early days of the Bronco, the 3 on the tree,
Right.
that didn't have power brakes, didn't have power steering. It's a real hard car to drive. But the 77 was the last model year, and this one has power steering, power brakes. A lot of those little amenities that Just make it really easy and fun to drive.
Now you say power brakes, but that looks like a different style of power brake system sitting there.
It's
All
I don't know
that
what
going
style
on.
that is. But
Yeah.
it's
Usually this
Probably.
reservoir is mounted on the
firewall.
yeah actuator. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure somebody will straighten me out on that. If I can count on one thing from people on YouTube, there'll be somebody that knows something
Yeah.
about it. And then these are the intake. What are these here?
Here's the intake.
Right.
You know, these are
Fresh air or something?
I never really
'Cause they go out to-
maybe fresh air for the
Right.
for the heater vents.
Yeah. Look how thick that firewall is too, though.
Yeah.
Right?
It's amazing. I mean, you know, there's not a huge engine bay there. You know, you don't have a lot of room. The 302 really fills it up.
Yeah. Well, and I didn't expect to see those valve covers on it either when you open that hood. That's a nice touch. That looks cool. It says Bronco on them.
That's what's cool about the Broncos. I mean, you can rebuild one of these things from scratch
Right.
just by out of a catalog.
Right.
Great following. I mean, just lots of parts.
Yeah.
Not some odd duck. You can't get
No, and they have a real following to them too. Kind of like the Fox body Mustangs. People like Broncos. They like these little Broncos. You know what I'm saying? Cool.
Got to shot some Jim Beam in there. For
Yeah. I see you got some remnants of the last tailgate party laying around. Cool. Well, Shannon, I love it, man.
Gas tank, this is
Oh, really?
welded
How much
shut.
gas does it take?
Well, since it's got that one's welded shut, this one is I want to say 16, 18 gallons something.
How much was it before? Like 40?
You know, I don't know why that one's welded shut, but I know
Right.
a lot of them, a lot of people do that. They weld the other one shut.
Right.
You know, I don't know
Well, it's
why.
got trailer tow package on it here too, don't it?
Yeah.
Plug it in.
This wheelbase though, I wouldn't.
No. Maybe a little motorcycle trailer or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're right. This thing would be easy to flip over.
I mean, the wheelbase is really tight.
You ever had it on two wheels? No? You're in no hurry when you're in this.
No, I mean, it's gets moving pretty good, but
The old Tiger Paw Uniroyals on it. I love the red, white, and blue rims too. Yeah. Those got to be from about the time this thing was built. You know, back in 76, 77, everything was red, white, and blue. We were celebrating the centennial, and I don't know if you remember that or not. You may not.
no.
Shannon's younger than me. I forget that. We're friends, but he's a lot younger than me. So, yeah, way back when, back in the mid-70s,
Yeah.
we celebrated a birthday as a country, and everything was red, white, and blue. So that's where those rims come from, I guess.
American classics.
They are American classics. Cool. Well, brother, I appreciate it, man. That's
Yeah,
a
no
cool little Bronco.
It's fun to cruise around in.
Yeah.
People, I mean, it's amazing. People stare at you.
Oh, I would think. Yeah. Well, like I said, again, I keep saying it, but the truth is these little Broncos have a cult following. Yeah. You know, there's not a ton of them around. People like them because it's one of those things that was built well and will last and do what it's supposed to do, you know. And like you said, you can rebuild one out of a catalog.
Yeah.
So, you know, if something breaks, it's easy to fix. So, anyways, there you go, folks. I thought you'd like Shannon's Game Day Cruiser 77 Bronco Vol Edition. Hope y'all have enjoyed it. See ya.